years to save our one and only source of existence. After that, there's little to nothing we can do. The government will talk about how we have more problems other than climate change, and the truth is, climate change is our biggest. As Greta Thunberg, a 16-year-old climate activist, stated, quote, "Some say I should be in school, but why should any young person be made to study for a future when no one is doing enough to save that future?" End quote. Adults in power say teenagers can't make a difference, but we're here and they're doing nothing. They're calling it a hoax. There's no time to debate whether it's real or not. The only thing we have time for is to fix the mess we've made. I've had conversations with my friends about how I, at 14 years old, have decided to not biologically have children because I don't want them growing up into a world like this. I should be focusing on my first school dance or drama club, not dying of an overheated planet or having to grab a stapler to protect myself from guns as I cry out of fear of never seeing my loved ones again. On July 4th of this year, Anchorage, Alaska hit 90 degrees for the first time in history, shattering its record in 1969 by an entire 5 degrees. The overheating of our world has ice caps melting, leaving no home for polar bears and other Arctic animals, and making our sea levels rise. Our oceans have risen by 6.5 inches since 1950, nearly half of that in the last 20 years. This has caused an average of 233% increase of tidal flooding across the U.S. Another challenge we face is that cows produce a lot of methane, 70 to 120 kilograms per year. Multiply that by 1 million dairy farms and over 264 million cows. That's a lot. Making small changes to our lifestyle will help, for example, going vegetarian, but that's not all we need to do. The Amazon rainforest produces 20% of our oxygen, and it's burning. 200 living species are going extinct per day. We are a living species. These facts are terrifying. I'm terrified, and honestly, you should be too. We all should be, but a lot of us are not. A lot of us are in mass denial. Our government is in mass denial. Why do they continue to do nothing when my peers show up to school exhausted and unable to focus because they were up all night thinking about death and an imploding planet? The people of power in our world aren't nearly scared enough. We have to make them feel what we feel. Make them afraid like we're afraid.